play, it sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Man in motion is Smith. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
Great, set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. 17 yards, the game there. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Off the play fake. Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
That's good.
Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing out to his fullback. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And the Ravens,
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Hurts will try it again. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. On the run to the right. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
3 and out. 4th down.
Hey, middle.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver,
Brings up 2nd
and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Great, set. And anyway, yeah.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling right. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Throwing is Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Great, set. And anyway, yeah.
He'll run. He'll work it. And he's not going to get there. This defense giving him no opening whatsoever. And now it is 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
Here's
goal.
Jake Elliott now to try the field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Eagles will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Jackson now. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
We changed it.
2nd down. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. Jackson looking to throw. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven 1st down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 1st catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
At the 11-yard line.
2nd down throw for Hurts. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 15.
Back to throw. Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now the screen set up for Barkley. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. On a field goal unit, staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Hot pass in the hands of Flowers. Into space at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try.
Henry hits the ball, comes through.
How the fuck he do that, man? That shit fake, man. Shit always doing what the fuck it wanna do. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
It almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Shit always wanna play niggas game for him. Shit just tight, I'm busting this nigga ass.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself.
Look at this bullshit.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. And it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. A big hole. And he's into the end zone.
Shit cheated for your whole ass, boy.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball, whisk the lead, and
Just can't even let niggas play real ball, man.
Being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had.
Man, shit, stay on some AI shit.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gonna return this from the 10. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A first down throw for Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And third down.
Shit was actually a good game. They turned this shit to some bullshit.
Throwing Jackson. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to have a Ravens first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Second down. Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down. First and goal.
Now it's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that...
This is intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30.
Good shit, Madden.
And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, this rap pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a...
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. Machine Ali on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Oh, you accepting those?
Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him.
Stop accepting those.
A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
This is Henry on second. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On the move, headed right. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them.
DC ready?
Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on fourth. They're going for this. And it's a turnover to begin.
He drops it. Fuck out of it.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Point it right.
At the 44-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely certainly affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
180.
Motion man left is Egbuka. Third down. Here's Mayfield. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
180.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 18.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Fights his way through a tackle. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Sends this to the end zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up 6-0 here in the first. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. And they just lost track of the play clock entirely there as that backs up this extra point. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Another shot now at this extra point. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing. Tyler Luke kicking off for
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. He's got Emeka Egbuka. Racing down the left side. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score.
180! Kings! What's up?
Mayfield set to pass. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? He sends it through. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. 4th down, pass coming. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Out of the gun, Henry. Across midfield before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think I liked it better back when I was a player last century, Kate, when these defensive ends didn't have this kind of range and speed. But nowadays, every one of them has the athleticism to get out there, making it so much harder to avoid a sack simply by trying to run away from him.
Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Lamar now from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Hey, middle. Sit up. Yo. Import.
Here he goes, third and long. Forced out to his right. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right.
Man, he been dropping every fucking thing, man.
That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They'll throw for it. He's trying to go deep again. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Baker to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Trying down the middle of Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Right side and into the hands of Bateman. Clock still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off. Now Jackson on third down. Dumped off to his running back. And this one has no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Hey. No, we changed it.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. And that one's going to fall incomplete.
Can't catch shit.
Just 11 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to try another deep one here. And that's incomplete.
Man, why they won't let me stop and come back to the fucking ball? No time. Fuck.
So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on third. He's loaded another one up. And that one hits
He just drops every fucking thing.
That one intended for Mark Andrews.
Fucking
And they're going to be
bitch.
stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And that's incomplete.
All these niggas do drop everything that hit they fucking hand.
Instead, just a turnover on downs. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Regular.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Throwing again is Baker. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Got a man. This is Evans. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Baker throwing again. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st. All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Once more, it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brom, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many.
And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact.
Kick the fucking ball, nigga.
This field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free
I don't give a fuck if you gotta kick that bitch 1,000 times, bitch.
Making this a little more than a chip shot.
Fucking you know.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up.
Man, you supposed to get up out of there.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw for Jackson. Buying some time right. He can run it. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Jackson to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it again. Went out of bounds after a small gain. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Getting out to his left. This is completed downfield to Likely. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again is Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it.
These niggas got a fucking blocking problem.
Discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases.
See why Lamar can't win a fucking Super Bowl.
And I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
No, we changed it.
He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offensive line fast.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws.
Shit got me taking fucking field goal defense. Why would this shit even be on my shit popping up?
That's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Looking underneath, and the back.
Man, shit be trying to make niggas lose.
The 30. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
So all this Madden should do is try to play niggas game for him. Do quick shit to fuck you up. Why would a field goal block even be in my play selection?
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Irving on 2nd. And that's good for him.
You ain't even know what to do. This shit's suspect, bro. Niggas running beside me.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Brock. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush shot now to his left. Well, he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A draw now. This is Henry. Looks attacking. He's still going. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Right the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before he gets started.
Completed to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Right back to Flowers they go. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Everything coming down to the leg of Tyler Luke. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back. They gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, these little, they try to start up, too late, my finger was already on it. Call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie said with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stress, in your feelings by the better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody deal, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your heel, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first she loaded up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' bro, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me. Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. Passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear, splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw draws, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I'll measure. Soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say Manjala. Got 2 cribs
together. I know spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on that issue, I'm going 50-50, and then got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it, pricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. And that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go, here in the Inner Harbor. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Burden, the man on the move. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
First down, Chicago.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's in. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On third down, Jackson exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up third and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete.
He dropped that soft-ass shit.
Time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
3 people on. I don't give a fuck.
T, ready? Let's go, let's go.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 37 yards.
37 yards. First down, Bears.
They will run it over center with Swift. He'll get in behind his blockers and get forward for a pickup of 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. From 23, here's 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 2nd down, they need 7. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun. It's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fox. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson out to his right, going up top and looking for Flowers. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 52 yards.
Hey, report! Report!
Again, it's Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he will score! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
First down.
They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake. Now Williams. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
The 23-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Gameday Madden. And the Ravens are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. They'll get it on the board here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Here's Henry. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll go again here with Henry. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run it with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. On the run to the right. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. the touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Malachi starts there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. It falls incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Rose Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal.
Wow, man, always on some bullshit.
They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. What a moment for the defense, Greg. This unit able to come up with the huge play here in the second half. A scoop and score to square the game.
Yeah, and oftentimes the easiest way, Mike, to give up a lead, especially late in the game, is by turning the ball over. And in this case, not only did they turn it over, they allowed a defense to scoop and score, take it back for 6, and now we're all tied up.
On the return, it's Mitchell. Now an opening has the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Let's go. 180. Shut up.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
From the
6.
46. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Back to throw, Jackson. And caught left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 10 yards
on the handoff. It's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
15 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. Rolling right. That is caught by the tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go ahead. Hey. No, we take.
Now Jackson. That is incomplete.
What the fuck is that?
Is unsuccessful.
29. Bears 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defense under
pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Forced to his right. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to have it just past their 25.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Hey, middle, report.
Jackson looking to throw. Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No, we change it.
Now Jackson on fourth down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs. This is Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Jackson now on second down, escaping to his left. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Go. Hey, 13.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and goal, Chicago.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get...
That's caught! So they get the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the deficit cut from 11 down to a field goal, as now they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Hey, middle. Hey, you hurt.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First carry for Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On 3rd down, it's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Eagles. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Man, you've been here before. No time.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard.
Dotson, the man in motion.
And 11.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Supposed to pick that.
And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up to 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one's good for 11 and another first down. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Once to his right. He runs with it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First and 10 at the 42.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Forced out left. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's brought it to Flowers for the connection. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
1 yard gain.
Jackson now.
Second and 9.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Now it's Jackson. On the move left. He's trying to run for it.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
18-yard line.
Now a screen set up for Henry. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's going to be third down. Now, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that ball led him to...
What kind of throw is that?
And his passing
Why
game
the
continues
fuck
to
open?
come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
God, this shit rigged.
And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to draw closer. Hurts to the air on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Mitchell from his end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On first and 10, Jackson.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Here's Jackson.
Oh, fucking block. Fucking foul.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Fourth down. Jackson escaping to his left.
These niggas can't block one shit. Niggas is slinging these niggas out the way like they don't waste shit.
And a turnover on down. Quite a turn of events. This is first and goal at the 3. Saquon. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
First half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the end zone, here's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh,
a very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes Mitchell from his end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. That one down.
This shit ass.
And it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put the drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going from here.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The give right up the middle to Henry. This defense
Oh, block.
when they get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete.
And the fucking throw is that. Get on my foot, bro.